I've been reincarnated as the male teacher in a trashy romance novel. My original gender, female. My current gender, male. If I did something horrible in a past life, couldn't karma just give me a parking ticket or two? Why this? Why a body swap? Now, whenever I'm tutoring the female lead, she finds a way to accidentally fall right into my arms, tears sparkling like she's auditioning for a perfume ad. Oh, Mr. Hayes, are you alright? Am I alright?
No.
Because you're literally sitting on my lap and crushing my dignity, among other things. Smile. Pretend everything's fine. Breathe through the pain. I swear, this novel is chaos incarnate, and somehow, I'm the only one clinging to logic. In today's class, I'm explaining how 1 + 1 = 3. The students are nodding along enthusiastically, even clapping like I've just revealed the secret of the universe. I could cry. Out of confusion, not pride. Once upon a time, I was a girl who barely scraped through high school algebra. Now, I'm a math teacher in a hormone-fueled drama. My spirit is halfway out of my body, waving goodbye to my ancestors. Thanks for the concern, Grandma, but I'll decline the spiritual reunion for now. And then, mixed in with the applause, I hear it. Stop, not here. They'll hear us. Mr. Hayes might notice. So what? Wouldn't that make it even more exciting? You were practically clinging to him yesterday. Excuse me? How do you know that? Your character lives across the street, not inside her apartment. Are you spying? Using night vision? Creepy much? The soft moans float through the air like an emotional car crash I can't look away from. Tell me who's better. Him or me?
Great.
Fantastic. A love triangle right in the middle of my classroom. Meanwhile, I'm standing here, wondering if I've turned invisible because clearly no one notices the actual teacher in the room. Every student looks blissfully oblivious, like this is just another Tuesday. Wonderful. Just wonderful. All jokes aside, as soon as the bell rings, I know I need an appointment with the school nurse. My eyes are starting to scream in Morse code. Dr. Cole, the nurse, is striking enough to make most people forget their ailments, but right now, he looks flustered. A faint pink tinge spreads across his cheeks beneath his glasses. Well, you seem fine. Just rest your eyes. And he hesitates, glancing at me, then at the small bottle of eye drops in his hand. You might want to practice some self-restraint. Self-restraint? Excuse me? What did I even do? I notice the privacy curtain behind him is almost completely drawn. My gaze drops and immediately locks on a familiar pair of shoes by the cot. Sophie's shoes. Oh no, not happening. I am not covering for this. Try saying that to me again, with a straight face. Those are prescription lenses you're wearing, pal, not a free pass to blush uncontrollably. Something about this situation screams suspicious. In any romance novel, a good-looking male character is usually an automatic love interest. So why, pray tell, is the school nurse blushing like he just saw a ghost? Hard pass. I survived a bizarrely romantic subplot already. I am not signing up for another one. Maybe you should worry about the girl behind the curtain. She's trembling so much, the cot is at risk of collapse. Honestly, this is my life now. By day, I'm trapped as a witness to the most awkward moments in human biology. By night, I'm apparently the unwilling star of the show. And as the male lead, no less. The first incident, Sophie opens the door and trips, crashing into my arms. Oh, Mr. Hayes. I'm so sorry. Are you okay? The second incident, she's walking upstairs and somehow, gravity hates me, she collides with my chest. Oh my gosh, Mr. Hayes, I didn't mean to. Third incident, a textbook is involved and naturally, she ends up in my arms again. Sob. Mr. Hayes, I just can't figure this problem out. Fourth incident. I stopped counting. Enough. Do you have some kind of targeting system? If balance is a medical issue, go see a doctor. Why are you constantly launching yourself at me? Even if I were interested, which I am not, my body can't handle this assault. I'm exhausted. Let the world spin without me. High school algebra might survive without my heroic intervention. To make matters worse, Sophie's mother brings us a plate of fruit, flicks on a desk lamp, and leaves the room with an almost knowing smile. Thank you for all your help, Mr. Hayes. I'm touched, but petrified. If you weren't radiating sincerity, I'd swear this was sarcasm. You little devil. Walking home, I feel like I've been drained by a caffeinated succubus. Anyone from the creepy building across the street, could you come rescue me? I can't do this anymore. Tutoring is impossible when Sophie's trajectory toward my chest is relentless. She's barely absorbing anything anyway. So I make a bold decision. I take her mother's hand in mine, giving her the most earnest expression I can manage. Mrs. Gable, Sophie's academic progress has been astonishingly rapid. Her eyes sparkle. Really? All thanks to you, Mr. Hayes?
Yes, exactly.
Which is why I believe her tutoring is complete. She no longer needs sessions. But she hesitates. No buts.
Trust me.
She's destined to be one of the greats someday. Probably not if I keep teaching her, but we'll ignore that. Starting tomorrow, I won't be coming over anymore. Sophie peeks from behind her mother, her face a picture of betrayal and hurt. I, meanwhile, am grinning like I've just won the lottery. Well, I should be going. Goodbye. Thank you again, Mr. Hayes. You're truly wonderful, her mom says, still smiling. Bye-bye, indeed. Good news gives you a bounce, and my feet carry me straight to a bar. One drink in, and the room starts doing its own choreography. This body is ridiculously fragile. One cocktail, 1 week review from me. If there were a Yelp for metabolisms, I would be brutal. The dim lights blur, and I almost keel over. You okay? A hand steadies my waist. Thanks, I'm FMMPH. Nausea hits like a truck. I clamp a hand over my mouth, shove the stranger away, and stagger for the men's room. After the usual production number in the porcelain throne, I breathe easier. Then, from the next stall, I hear whispering. Don't not like this. That voice rings a bell. I strain to listen. Like what? Like this. A sharp slap, a soft intake of breath, and then low, urgent murmurs that make the air sticky. I really just puked, so live erotica from an adjoining stall is not on my agenda. Who are you, mysterious bathroom Romeo? But someone's in here. Doesn't that make it better? Of course, I am again an unwilling spectator to someone else's private scene. Where am I? Why am I here? How did my life become a series of voyeuristic mishaps? Author, repeating the same fantasized encounter is not clever, just exhausting. I stumble out, glassy-eyed and wondering about cursed destinies, when a silhouette steps forward. The voice is calm, cool, a little amused. The man is tall, fit, dressed in a neat black shirt that hints at a sculpted torso, tailored trousers that finish the look. He is the kind of person who makes you forgive yourself for looking. Oh, right, he is also the one who studied me earlier. I offer a grateful, awkward thank you, and then a very unhelpful thought crosses my mind, that his outfit is dangerously attractive. Of course, immediately, 2 warm drops fall from my nose. His eyes widen. You're bleeding at the nose, are you okay? I cover up with a laugh, too embarrassed to admit I nearly died from a fancy cocktail and the sight of a good jawline. He hands me a napkin, offers to sit me down, says he made my drink. Mortified, I realize I swaggered in like a conqueror and was felled by a single mixed drink. Note to self, relocate to another galaxy. He smiles, insists he can whip up a hangover cure, and I let him. Back at the bar, I sip a non-alcoholic concoction, listen to a few jazzy numbers, and decide it is time to leave. I do not want to risk finding Sophie in a bathroom scene number 2. I stand, inform Liam, yes, Liam is his name, that I should go. He is closing up and asks if I want to walk out together. Who can say no to a polite invitation like that, even if I am currently inhabiting a man's body? If I cannot have anything else, I can at least look. I wait by the back door while he finishes. Sorry for the wait, he says. I turn. And then cue cardiac arrest. Sophie is at the back exit too, being led by the hand by bathroom bro, who I now learn is named Vince. Vince looks positively possessive. Great timing, universe. I pivot too sharply, nearly slip on an abandoned banana peel, and in perfect rom-com fashion, Liam catches me. Heroic, swooping, utterly mortifying. One arm around my waist, the other holding my hand, pulling me snug to his chest, his concern obvious. My heart does interpretive dance. Then Sophie gasps, Mr. Hayes? Her eyes flick between me and Liam, confusion folding into realization, turning into betrayal. Does this mean, she starts in a tone usually reserved for confessing lovers. No, do not finish that sentence. We are innocent, I swear. She finishes for herself. No wonder, as if my entirely platonic accident was proof of some sin. Sophie breaks down and runs off, leaving Vince throwing a dark look at me. You made Sophie cry. I will make you pay, he growls, then chases after her. I stand there, hand still in Liam's, the scene collapsing around me, wondering how I will ever explain that gravity and banana peels and timing conspired against me, while my reputation apparently disintegrates in real time. Seriously? Why am I involved in this? Listen to yourself. Just because you're a protagonist in this dumpster fire of a story doesn't mean petty behavior suddenly becomes mandatory. As I watch them vanish, Liam asks again, "Are you okay?" I shake my head. "That's the third time you've asked." We exchange a smile, brief but comforting. "Come on," he says. "Let's go." Last night, I had a nightmare, a never-ending loop of Sophie whispering, "Don't, please don't," followed by accusing screams of "Cheater, cheater." Thank goodness I don't have her in math class this morning, or my blood pressure would spike beyond safe levels. The past few days feel like they're pushing me toward a meltdown. I need help. Maybe the school psychologist can offer guidance. I find the guidance office slightly ajar. "Mr. Evans?" I start to push the door when a familiar, horrifying voice drifts out. "Oh, sir, please don't." I freeze, hand retracting. "I'm just helping with your anxiety," a man says calmly. "You mentioned tightness in your chest. Just let me."
Nope.
I've had it. I give the door a hard kick, sending it banging against the wall, then dash away. "Take that, creeps." Ears still ringing, I march straight to the nurse's office. "Dr. Cole, are you in here?" I call, half panicked about walking in on another bizarre scene. The handsome nurse jumps.
Yes.
"What's wrong?" I flop into a chair dramatically. "Check my ears. I think they're infected." After some complaining on my part, Dr. Cole examines my ears. His verdict: "You just have a lot of earwax. Consider getting them cleaned sometime."
Fine. We'll stop talking about that.
I'm afraid if I do, I'll end up hearing the next hookup in full surround sound. "Dr. Cole, why is your face so red?" I ask, eyeing him as he tidies his tools. "Are you hot?" He goes from flushed to beet red. No. I mean yes, the AC is broken," he mutters, eyes darting everywhere but mine. I narrow my gaze. Don't tell me this guy has a crush on me. As the male lead in this story, yes, this guy, I am objectively good-looking. Sophie's constant lunges are evidence enough. My suspicion is justified. He blushes every time he sees me. And since this author writes anything, a little male-male subplot wouldn't shock me at all. I reach for his flustered hand, pat his shoulder earnestly. "Don't fall for me, buddy. I'm a legend, not a relationship material." "Huh," he stammers, frozen, before a gasp interrupts us. "Oh."
Sophie.
Again. Hand over her mouth, eyes wide in disbelief. "You too? And yesterday?" I glance at Dr. Cole, then down at our current position. Oh no. She's assuming the worst. "Mr. Hayes, I can't believe you're that kind of person." Sophie storms off. "Wait, explain exactly what kind of person I am." Dr. Cole stares, utterly confused. "What was that about? And yesterday?" "Don't ask. I'm digging a metaphorical hole to China with my toes. This is not the place for explanations." I drag Dr. Cole to the roof for a lecture on proper boundaries and morality. "No, you've got it wrong," he says, face redder than ever. "You're telling me I'm wrong while visibly flustered?" "Sure, okay." Seeing my disappointed teacher expression, he hesitates, then admits, "It's about you and Sophie." "What about me and Sophie?" "Well, just like that, yes, right there." Dr. Cole goes pale, waving his hands frantically. No, that's not what I meant." I hold up a hand to stop him. Muffled sounds drift from the rooftop. He notices, too, that one of the voices belongs to Sophie, who is currently engaged in an intense conversation of her own. "It's fine. They won't notice us," I say. This book conveniently makes everyone deaf and blind during sex scenes, main characters included. My face is a blank mask as I gesture for him to continue. "You were saying?" He hesitates, scanning for escape, then returns his gaze to me. "Aren't you angry?" I blink. "Why would I be angry?" "Well, don't you feel a tightness in your chest? Maybe a little jealousy?" This is getting weirder by the second. Then it hits me, no one knows about my weird, accidental entanglement with Sophie, aside from the author. Wait a damn minute. You're the writer? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You owe me emotional compensation and maybe a lifetime supply of painkillers. Just as I'm mentally suing the author for psychological damage, the bell rings, jolting me back to reality. Below the rooftop, the lovebirds finish their little after-school activity and walk off to class like nothing happened. You two really are overachievers. Never skip a class, never miss a chance to traumatize me. I grab the author by the collar. You'd better explain how you figured me out. He raises his hands. I realized it when you came to my office last time. When Sophie was hiding behind the curtain, you didn't even react. In this world script, the male lead is supposed to react physically whenever she's close. I squint. So, how did you know I wasn't just another character breaking the fourth wall? He rubs the back of his neck. I might have overheard one of your lectures. You're a man of culture. Say no more. But then why do you blush every time you see me? I ask. You've got the look of someone writing fanfiction in their head. He clears his throat, embarrassed. It's because every time I see you, I remember certain scenes.
Oh, right.
The curse of being irresistibly charming. My mistake. I narrow my eyes. So, which love interest number are you? Number 3. So that means... He grins. Actually, I'm a woman. Well, how about that?
So am I.
Everything suddenly makes sense. Maybe fate, or bad writing, brought us here. Once we've aired our secrets, I head to my next class while she returns to patch up Sophie. Honestly, her commitment deserves applause. No wonder Sophie always has energy to spare. During break, I get a message from Liam. Made something new. You'll love it. A new drink? A cute bartender? That's basically a date invitation in my book. Before stepping into the bar, I tell Liam to check if Sophie or her latest gym partner are inside. Once he confirms the coast is clear, I head in. Liam waves, flashing that easy smile. A cocktail glows on the counter in front of me. Pink at the base, salted rim, a lemon slice perched on the edge. For me?
Yep, he says.
It's called Heartbeat. Try it. I take a sip.
Wow.
That's incredible. Jasmine, mint, and watermelon. Sweet, refreshing, with a whisper of summer breeze. The colorful lights dance across his eyes like tiny galaxies. Yeah, Heartbeat fits perfectly. There's no alcohol in it, but I'm still dizzy. Not from the drink, just from him. When he starts closing up, Liam glances at me. How are you getting home? I drove, I reply. He raises an eyebrow. You drove to a bar? Yeah, what's wrong?
He sighs.
Even without alcohol, that's still technically a cocktail. You shouldn't drive.
Oh.
Right. I grab my phone. I'll call an Uber. He places his hand over mine, takes the keys. Don't bother. I'll take you. He flashes a smile. I didn't drink anything. In the passenger seat, I sneak glances at him while furiously texting.
Me wait.
You're sure there's no other character named Liam? Author, nope, none.
Why?
Me, because I think I've caught feelings for this one. Author, excuse me? You said you weren't into guys. Hypocrite. More messages pop up from the nurse, but I don't even check them. I lock the screen and look at Liam. He notices my stare. What's wrong? Liam, I say softly. Do you have a girlfriend?
He looks amused. No.
Work keeps me too busy. Boyfriend then? The car jolts slightly before settling again. Why do you ask? He murmurs. Just answer. A pause then. No.
Victory.
Before my brain can catch up with my hormones, I lean over and plant a quick kiss on his cheek. A sharp screech. A loud bang. Oh no. We hit something. He pulls over, sighs deeply, and gets out to inspect the damage. I peek through the windshield and freeze. The people stepping out of the car in front of us are Sophie and Vince. Her lipstick smudged. His shirt's half-buttoned. I want to crawl under the seat and never come out. Vince's loud, self-important rant nearly drowns out Liam's calm suggestion that they simply exchange insurance information. Sophie tugs weakly at Vince's arm, trying to stop him before he escalates again. Honestly, when she isn't acting like the poster child for main character syndrome, Sophie's a decent person. I get out of the car, rubbing my temple. Sophie, it's late. Why aren't you home yet? She stiffens, eyes going wide. Mr. Hayes? I think of her mom, one of the few genuinely caring people in this dumpster fire of a story. She's probably waiting up for you. I say gently. Go home. Her shoulders slump. I know, Mr. Hayes. Vince shoots me a glare as he turns back to his car, but he doesn't mouth off this time. Small victories. Liam drops me off afterward and drives away in silence. Guess we're both too tired to unpack any of that. You what? You kissed him? The nurse stares at me like I just confessed to arson. You've got guts, I'll give you that. I pull the blanket over my head. It was just on the cheek. She chuckles. Maybe find out if he's even into guys before pulling stunts like that. I panicked. It was the heat of the moment. And now you're hiding in my office? I sigh. Who else can I even talk to about this? She goes quiet. The silence stretches. Do you think we can ever go back to normal? I whisper. Her answer is soft, uncertain. I don't know. We both stare up at the sterile white ceiling, our unspoken thoughts echoing louder than any words. I've been avoiding Liam by stalking him. Every day, I go to his bar, wait for his shift to end, then bolt the second he steps outside. It's not creepy if I'm suffering emotionally, right? Austin, why are you running again? Because you're chasing me. I dart down the street, pride fueling my escape. I used to run track, pal. You can't catch me that.
Corner.
Dead end. I freeze as Liam jogs up a little breathless, but definitely amused. Sir, you've got the wrong person. I mumble at the wall. He crosses his arms. Really? Then tell me where the person who harassed me went. Oh right, that's me. I stay silent. Liam sighs. Look, I'm not mad at you. I peek up hopefully. You're not.
No.
I blurt out. Then can you still like me, even though I'm a guy?
Why mouth? Why?
He steps closer, voice low and warm. You've always been different to me. Cue internal blue screen of death. So, you see me as a woman? This man must be broken.
How?
He shrugs helplessly. I don't know. The first time I met you, I thought to myself, that girl's going to trip over her own feet. My coworker thought I was losing it. Everyone else sees a guy. I see, well, you. I blink. Hold that thought. Half an hour later, I've dragged him and the nurse to a park at midnight. The nurse rubs her eyes. You woke me up to introduce your boyfriend? Don't be ridiculous, I hiss. He's not my boyfriend. Yet. I point at her. Okay, what do you see? Liam blinks. The man? She yawns. Obviously. After I explain, she suddenly bolts upright.
Wait.
You're telling me he sees you as a woman? Yes. That's wild. I sigh. Welcome to my life. I send her home before she can start teasing me again. She accuses me of abandoning friendship for romance. I tell her it's basically the same thing. As she leaves, Liam and I are left under the soft glow of the park lights. We both start to talk, then stop. He smiles faintly. Let me walk you home. I nod, linking my pinky with his as we walk. He laughs quietly and takes my whole hand, our fingers locking together. Warm light, summer air, and two idiots pretending not to blush.
Perfect.
And so Liam and I lived happily ever after. Just kidding. I woke up drooling on my desk. The nurse drags me to what she calls a fun place. Spoiler, it's a nightclub packed with men dancing on tables. This, I say, voice trembling, is your idea of fun? She grins. If I'm stuck living as a guy forever, I might as well start exploring my options. I grab her by the wrist. We are leaving. She protests, then at least scout for me. Scout? You think I'm your wingman for a reverse harem? I'm halfway to summoning an exorcist when things get worse. We've been kidnapped. Vince, also known as Bathroom Bro, also known as male lead number 4, apparently decided to add criminal mastermind to his character arc. The upside? We're not alone. The downside? Every one of Sophie's other love interests is here too. There are 6 of us total. A regular bargain bundle of bad decisions. I kick the nurse lightly. You wrote this mess. What kind of high school romance includes organized crime? She winces. I might have gotten carried away with the, steamy chapters. The plot wasn't really a priority. You think. Vince apparently didn't bother with guards, assuming 6 unconscious men pose no threat. He's half right. Numbers 2 through 7 are completely out cold. The warehouse door creaks. Vince walks in with Sophie, who looks lost and nervous. Where are we, Vince? She whispers. Don't worry, he says, voice dripping with obsession. I'm going to fix everything. They stop in front of me. Sophie blinks. Mr. Hayes? I force a smile. Oh, hi, Sophie. Out on a field trip? A boot slams into my ribs.
Ow.
Unnecessary. Then she finally notices the others sprawled around. Vince, what are you doing? He tightens his grip on her arm. You've been unhappy, Sophie. So I gathered everyone who hurt you. Once I get rid of them, you'll smile again. Then it'll just be us. I stare at him flatly.
Wow.
Possessive and delusional. Truly the full package. As he rants, something moves in the shadows.
Liam.
Liam lurks in the shadows, waving frantically. I squint, but all I can see are vague hand gestures. Before I can do anything, Vince grabs me by the collar and yanks me to my feet. You think this is funny? He snarls. Honestly, buddy, monitoring my face while orchestrating a kidnapping is a lot of free time. A cold, metallic object presses against my forehead. A gun? Really? I mutter. At this point, I'm not even shocked anymore. Liam. Help. Vince, don't. Sophie cries. Hearing her voice is the only thing keeping me from panicking completely. In an instant, she lunges, only to be knocked down with a bruise blooming on her cheek. Vince really is unpredictable. Sophie clutches her face, tears welling up, stunned by his sudden violence. Vince's eyes are bloodshot, wild. You all deserve to die, he shouts. And you, he hisses at Sophie. You shameless little brat. Am I not enough for you? A whispered, eerie mutter escapes him. Once I kill them all, it will just be us. His finger tightens on the trigger, but a shadow flies at him, followed by another, tackling him to the ground. Are you okay? Liam asks, holding him down, eyes scanning mine with concern. The gun clatters to the floor. The nurse, playing dead until now, rushes over and unties my hands. I glance at Liam, then help Sophie up. She was the first to disarm Vince, brave enough to face a gun. I pull her into a hug. It's okay. You're safe now. Sobbing, she whispers, I'm so sorry, Mr. Hayes. You were incredibly brave. I reassure her. Before we can even catch our breath, police swarm the warehouse. Turns out Vince was already under investigation for gang activities, and Liam was the undercover cop assigned to the case, a righteous officer in disguise, keeping tabs on Vince through the bar. The kidnapping? Just another twisted variable in Vince's plan. And I, apparently, was the unexpected plot twist. You're not mad? Liam asks, suddenly anxious. Why would I be mad? That I didn't tell you who I really am. Before I can respond, a shout cuts through. Vince has freed himself and now wields a knife, charging straight for Sophie. I don't hesitate. I step in front of her. Sophie's eyes are wide with terror. My consciousness fades as the world dissolves into chaos, shouting, a ringing in my ears. I think I hear Liam calling my name. 7 days later, I wake in my own world, feeling like a disconnected puppet. The mirror shows a familiar face, yet not entirely the same. I am no longer the Austin Hayes of that other life. The novel is gone. Deleted? Or was it just a dream? I remember Liam's number, typing it in, deleting it over and over, terrified to confirm he might never have existed. Life goes on. I take a leave of absence from work. My company, worried I might cause another accident, approves it immediately. I laugh hollowly, pack my bags, and head back to my parents' home. A change of scenery feels necessary. I miss them more than I realized. At the train station, a commotion catches my eye. Stop. Stop him. He stole my purse, a panicked voice cries. A man in a baseball cap runs straight at me, gripping a woman's handbag. On instinct, I shove my suitcase into his path. He trips and sprawls on the ground. Before he can escape, another figure appears out of nowhere, restraining him with an arm lock. Police. Don't move, the voice commands. I freeze, staring at him. The world fades until it's just the two of us. My heart skips a beat. He looks up, smiles, and says, Zoe, it's been a while.